So welcome, Tess, to the Customer Experience Exchange. Thank you for joining us today. Now, how do you go about attracting and retaining customers through your digital channels?
Well, I would say operating within the travel industry with a lot of distribution channels, we have focused on distribution. Basically, we have a lot of competitors there. We have the OTAs, we got the meta search. So our main focus has been like attracting traffic or customers and turning them into guests at our website. So I would say sales and investing a lot of money into paid media to actually attract. To retain, that's a bit harder because we have used these distribution channels that are not our own to actually attract. It's okay to do it once and to pay that cost of sale to get that customer once, but then when we turn them into a guest, we really want them in our own digital ecosystem. So for us, it's been a balance between actually paid media to get them directly to our site and also using these OTA and other distribution channels strategically on the markets where we're not strong enough ourselves, basically.
And how are you implementing your digital strategy to become stronger in that?
In the distribution? Well,
in the retention as well.
In the retention, I would say when it comes to retention, now we're focusing a lot of digital services on site, on the premises, when you're at the hotel. Because, like I say, you can get them once from a distribution channel that is not your own. But once they're in the hotel, basically, that's when it's all up to us to actually get them to experience the property and our digital service. So we're investing a lot into digital customer service and digital services on site at the hotels.
So what advice would you give senior executives who are looking to build a business case study for their digital strategy?
Well, I would first of all challenge everyone on that. Challenge everyone on the concept of a digital strategy. Because to me and to us, digital is not like a layer on top of your strategy. Digital should be part of your business strategy. If it's not, you're doomed to fail. Because you can't do a folder, make it a PDF, send it out and say, hey, I'm digital. So if you're going to become a digital company, it's in your business strategy, not in a digital strategy. And you need to invest in people, processes, and IT infrastructure. So it's a huge investment to actually become a digital business. So I would challenge anyone, like, do you need to do it? And if you need to do it, make sure you do it properly or don't do it at all.
And how do you go about building that emotional connection with your customers through your digital channels?
Well, I'd say first of all, it's taking the step from customized to personalized and to actually connect all the dots in the digital customer journey, but also to look at the back-end infrastructure. It sounds so boring, I know, but this is about giving the front desk staff actually the tools to provide that digital, well, not the digital, but the excellent customer experience on site. So digital is not only the interface between us and our customers and our guests, it's also the backbone structure of the service delivery of our front desk staff.
And how do you go above and beyond to really leverage the full potential of your digital service for loyalty?
Well, I would say, first of all, not only listen to your already loyal customers and guests, but involve them. Don't build for the executives. Don't build services just looking at what other people or other companies are doing. Actually involve them and focus on a few, but make them really, really good. The services, that is. So involve your customers to go like, what's your real pain? What's your true pain? How can we ease that? Because you'd be surprised to see the discrepancy between what your customer and guests actually want and what your executives think they want.
Given the level of technology and innovation in the customer experience market at the moment, how hard is it to keep up to date with the most current strategies?
Well, I would say the hardest part is not the strategies, because again, it's part of your business strategy. I would say the hardest thing is to keep up with all the tools and the companies and the disruptors out there. So of course it's hard, because this is not our core business. Service is. So what we do is we align with really, really strong partners within the digital space that we work together with. And to us, it's been crucial that they are part of our DNA, part of our business. It's not a vendor-client relationship, it's a partner relationship. So they know sometimes my business and my business objectives even better than I do, and some of my colleagues do. So that's how we've solved that, because we would never, ever be able to keep up with the latest. So we use partners for that.
And would you say your customer experience strategy is currently making the most of the available technology and strategies out there?
Oh, not by far. I think our company is only 25 years old, only, and we have just invested like for 4 years into IT. It's already legacy. So we're not utilizing the full potential of what we can do because of the IT infrastructure, and we need to invest a lot of money into that in the next 2 or 3 years to actually get that in place, because then we can actually utilize or leverage the full potential, I would say.
How do you see your brand evolving 5-10 years down the line through the digital era?
Well, hopefully, and I would say we will still be very customer centric, and hopefully we will move way faster than we are right now. But again, it's a huge investment, and it's a huge, shift in mindset. If you see the disruptors in our industry, I would say, of course, Airbnb. They're changing the whole concept of hoteliers, basically in hotels. And I do think that we will be looking much more on what other, not there are like traditional competitors, but what other competitors are doing. And not look at them as competitors, but look at, okay, what gap did they fill that we missed out on? But in order to have a short time to market and to try out all these different tools and basically run pilots, we need to have the backbone in place. So hopefully when we have that, we'll be even more brave and try new things, because that's the beauty of digital. You can try it out, you can see a result really, really quickly, you can measure, you can build, measure, learn, and it's an ever ongoing process, I think.
So if I went to a Nordic Choice Hotel today, and if I went to one 5-10 years time, what's the biggest difference for me?
Well, digital will enable us to offer you a seamless experience. And it will offer you, well, I would say an add-on to the personal service that we provide. I don't think that we will take out the front desk staff and the staff at the hotel and just put robots and check-in kiosks. I don't think that's where we're going, but I do think that we will provide you with an option. So I think the staff will be more concierge than check-in, check-out staff. And we want to make it easier for you to actually be at one of our hotels. Seamless, hassle-free, and just one-click service. That's what we're aiming for.
And how do you see 2016 playing out in the customer experience sphere?
Well, in general, I would say for us in our industry, customer experience is what we do. And so if you look at our industry, I think it's more about connecting the dots and go omnichannel more than just like, okay, this is the online and this is the traditional, this offline experience. But what I see is that a lot of companies outside our industry actually reach out to us and go like, how do you handle this? Do you have any case studies that you could share? So I do think that a lot of companies outside the service industry actually are starting to focus on customer experience. And I think that is really, really important for them and for their continued survival, I'd say.
And do you think that the Nordic region is on par with the rest of Europe and some of the global leaders in terms of customer experience? Or do you think as a region, there's still a lot to learn from your European counterparts?
Yeah. Well, I would say it's a little bit of both. I would say like in our industrial legacy, we have a lot of technology companies with Ericsson and stuff like that. So I do think that we are well ahead when it comes to technology. And we're a small part of Europe, and we're kind of secluded from the rest of Europe geographically. And so I do think that we move in a much faster pace than the rest of Europe in some areas, especially when it comes to technology and enabling new technology. We did the NFC at one of the hotels where I was working in 2008. So we were really, really early adapters to that technology. So I think that makes us be able to move ahead a little bit faster. But also I think that our challenge is that we look at the Nordics like as a separate region, separated from Europe. So I do think that, because with digital there are really no boundaries. And what I say to my teams, like there are no country boundaries on the internet, like online, when it comes to digital. So I do think that if we kind of close that gap, tear down the geographical silos, and the language-wise as well, of course, then we can learn so much from what's going on in Europe, and the other way around, of course.
So last question, what do you feel is your single biggest digital challenge at the moment?
I would say IT infrastructure legacy.
Okay.
That is by far our biggest pain and challenge, because we built our entire ecosystem with focus on time to market. So we needed to make some choices, which in 2012 really gave results, but now it's kind of it's getting old, and we need to reinvest to actually move forward. So I would say that would be our biggest challenge.
So thank you once again, Tess, for joining us at the Customer Experience Exchange, and thank you for sharing your thoughts with us today.
Thank you. Thank you.